Right, off we go again on another adventure. Today we're hoping to go across to Exford in Devon, meet up with Phil in another shadow, and then head down to Perranporth. Where we're going to end up, I don't know, but let's get going and see where we end up. So here we are taxiing out at Old Park Farm. Two aircraft about to take off ahead of me are heading to the Scilly Isles, and we'd agreed to fly across the Bristol Channel together just to keep each other company. Should one of us fall in the water, the others could look down and help pinpoint where the person was. A little bit of safety there. So just moving up so I can keep them in sight. It's a very calm day. And we're lining up on runway 18 at Old Park Farm, which is due south. The number of the runway relates to the magnetic heading. My turn to line up, and a rolling start, and off I went. Coming slightly left to try and avoid some of the wake turbulence of the other aircraft, and then we turn to the right to fly parallel to the power lines and to avoid neighbours and go to the coast. And just about see the other aircraft just ahead of me, and we headed out over the Bristol Channel. So this is what we looked like on Flight Radar 24. They started to head off towards Ilfracombe. I was going towards Devon. There's Exford, which is pretty much just north of Dartmoor. So there you are, you got a good idea of where I'm heading to. That was the navigation system. See the blue and black circle is glide to the surface. And as we near the coast, can you see it distorting? That's because the coastline there is about 800-foot high cliffs. So it takes into account this. So at the moment I would be able to land on the beach, and then as I move further inland you'll be able to see that I can be able to land on top, which is always better. And we're heading for Linton, the two towns Linton and Lynmouth. And that's a view as I approach the coast. Looking down here, down to the south, down towards Ilfracombe. You can see a long way down, very clear day. Inland you can see the cumulus are building up. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. There you can see the cliffs ahead of us. Just running in towards the coast. It doesn't seem very high, but we are 3,000 feet. Very clear view of the cliffs there, and there's Linton and Lynmouth where I coasted in. There's the hills, nice to see fields underneath you again, and inland you can see the rolling Devon Hills countryside, lots of fields. Soon we're over South Molton, which was the next landmark, and I was looking for that road on the left there which was leading me down towards Exford. Hard to find a grass field in amongst thousands of grass fields, but it's about the middle of the screen now. So just let this run a moment as we approach. What I'm looking for is any indications on the ground, any smoke or anything to give an indication of which way the wind's blowing, to know which end of the runway to land on. There's one runway, which is 2911. Let's say that's the magnetic headings of it. And I'm looking for the windsock. You can see the buildings there. That green strip is actually the farmer cutting silage. The runway is the brown strip next to it, or closest to us at the moment. So the windsock is, if you follow that road up there, and you can just about make it out, I think. It's, with your eye it was actually easier to see it. It's up on that bend there. So it was just hanging limp. So I decided to land on runway 11, which is uphill, which will slow you down. So there we are. Went over the top, heading still towards Dartmoor. Speed this up a little bit. So it's going to turn into a right-hand circuit, coming downwind. Not that there was any wind, but down, name of the circuit, downwind, level with the top of the runway, round, avoiding any houses or any farms. Last thing you want to do is be going over them low, cause annoyance. Lovely to watch the shadow racing across the fields below. And now we're on right base for runway 11. So slowing it down, the runway is just above the canopy, just above my head now. Those buildings there. Putting in the flaps so I can slow the aircraft down, approach at a slower speed. And looking around, nobody on the radio, but that doesn't mean there aren't aircraft with no radios flying, so just need to keep a good lookout. Meeting somebody else on final could really spoil your day. But it seems to be all clear. So turning right just before that big bank of trees ahead of me. So here we are, starting to turn right. Runway is coming visible. We're going to go lower than those trees. On a bit of a hillside here. Run down the hillside towards the runway. That's the view from the cockpit. Runway is that brown part straight ahead. Over that track, very low. Land at the bottom of the hill, and the hill takes out all your speed, which slows you up nice and quickly. So, once the aircraft's slow enough, steering is by differential braking, so giving a burst of power helps to turn the aircraft round promptly, and round we go, and backtrack the runway we've just landed on. Now we always taxi at a fast walk, but this is speeded up just to show you where we've landed and coming up. So just see the blue aircraft, that's Phil. He'd arrived about 10 minutes before me. I just coasted across this path. The last thing I wanted to do is throw stones into my wooden propeller. Across, there we go, and park up next to Phil. So that's the first leg done. That was about 40 minutes flying, 54 miles. That gives an average speed of about 73 miles per hour. I was in no rush, so I just took it nice and gently. Recording. So, there we are. The minute the camera goes on, you start feeling awkward. Like that.
All photo.
So, where are we? Exford?
Exford.
And we've met up with Phil in his shadow, and then we're going to be heading off somewhere. That'll do. So this aircraft is a Oster Autocrat, one of the many vintage aircraft that are restored here at Exford. Beautiful British aircraft. And he is departing. Phil got his engine running, and we're departing. Now we're departing the opposite way. See the windsock there again, no wind to talk of, so we're going to take off downhill because that'll help. So we're taking off from runway 29, and we've decided that we are going to make it to Perranporth. So off goes Phil. This is a Shadow CD with a Rotax 503 engine, giving about 50 horsepower, with a bigger wing than the Streak Shadow that I fly with the 912, which gives about 80 horsepower. Now when he took off, and it was only later that talking to him, he flew into a very strong thermal, and I was looking at him and amazed at his rate of climb. It was a case of that he couldn't get out of the thermal, it was just going to take him up regardless. Right, so off we go. Going to take off and turn left, which was more or less onto our track, heading down towards Perranporth. Over the top of the hill, and we're flying, nose down, just build up a little bit of speed. And away we climb. Had a great welcome there. It was a very hot day though. Didn't have a cup of tea, just a glass of apple juice was provided, which was very welcome. So at this point, I was looking for Phil and I couldn't see him. I didn't realise that he had climbed so high. And say that was because of the thermal, not because of the mighty power of the 503. So once I found him, we joined up and we started heading down towards Cornwall. That's the route we're going to take. That's Davidstow, over to top of Newquay and down to Perranporth. So that's going to be about a distance of about 76 miles in total. We're still climbing out. And the first landmark was Rodford Reservoir to the left of our course, and then Bodmin and Jamaica Inn in the middle there, and the lakes of, that's Davidstow Airfield, disused. Well, I say disused, it's used by and has been for a long time by a Microlight flying school. It stands out very high up on Bodmin Moor, just north of Camelford, and it is a place where in the 1980s I first flew in a weight shift as a passenger in a weight shift microlight. I think, there we are. They tend not to use the runway, they use the taxiways. The runways are in a poor state of repair apparently. So yeah, that was the microlight I flew in the back of, a little two-seater. And my mother, on her 70th birthday, flew in that thruster there, which that's what it looked like there. The trees were just planted and now they're all growing up, as you can see in that picture there. But again, it is quite a few years since the 1980s. So we passed Wadebridge and the Camel Estuary, or we were coming up there. And then we started to talk to Newquay, and they were fairly busy. It is quite a hub there. We have Ryanair and other jets flying in.
2,400 feet, runway headed.
Right, 9676, thanks, identified on departure, what time of service?
Traffic service, for 1976.
1976, traffic service, on passing altitude 4,000 feet, turn left to take up your navigation for taxi.
Traffic service on the passing 4,000 feet, so navigation taxi, 1976.
1976, the two aircraft will be passing through you at 6 o'clock, and you'll be climbing to the level at the late turn.
Roger, that's no problem, 1976.
Echo Echo, traffic in 12 o'clock, 4 miles reciprocal, that's a helicopter staying 1,000 below you.
Copy to traffic, Echo Echo.
Thank you, radar, helicopter, Golf Juliet, Kilo, Hotel Tango, basic service.
Hotel Tango, hello, basic service, are you going back to Padstow now?
We'll be routing round Chabot for 5 minutes or so, and then we'll be laying down to Merritt.
Roger, understood, thank you.
I'll call laying down.
Roger, not above 1,000 feet, please QNH 1024.
Not above 1,000, 1024.
Radar, hello,
405 for a traffic service, please, 1024, number 1,500 feet, en route to Plymouth.
005 identified on departure traffic service. 2 lots of traffic for you, left 11 o'clock, sorry, left 10 o'clock now. 4 miles, one's at 3,000 feet, and there's one just behind him at 4,000 feet down your left hand side.
Traffic service, looking 405.
India Foxtrot, I can't actually see you on radar, so just confirm you are still visual with Echo Echo ahead.
Golf India Foxtrot, yes, I am still visual, maybe 3 kilometres behind, and I'm now at 3,500 feet.
Thank you. not below altitude 3,000 feet, please.
Below 3,000, yes sir.
Echo Echo, another departure off 12. I'm going to be stopping it 1,000 feet below you, so maintain altitude 3,000 feet.
Maintain 3,000 feet for traffic. Echo Echo will go.
976, you can turn left here and take it beyond navigation now for taxi.
Roger, turn left now, direct taxi 1976.
1922, AFL, identified on the departure, what type of service?
Adequate traffic service, witness.
1922 traffic service, 2 lots of traffic information, both north of you, 3 miles, one is 1,000 above and the other one is 1,500 feet above you. I'll give you further climb shortly.
Thanks for that, we'll be maintaining 2,000 for now, witness.
Thanks, I'll keep an eye on you for terrain clearance and I'll give you a climb as soon as I can.
Thanks for that.
Echo Echo, can you see the climbing aircraft just down your left hand side, 1,000 below?
Negative at present.
Echo Echo, thank you. In that case, maintain altitude 3,000 feet.
Maintaining 3,000 will go. Echo Echo.
Witness, to reaching 2,000, requested 2 seconds.
9228, turn left to on track taxi.
Turn track taxi, witness.
922, I'll give you a climb very shortly, but the first one's down your left hand side. It's about 2 miles, let me know if you can see it, and there's one behind that, about 3 kilometres behind.
Looking for traffic, witness, not visual.
Echo Echo now has the visual of the traffic.
Squawk 3770 1976.
Contact for Western Radar 132.3, bye-bye.
Contact Western Radar 132.3, good day, 1976.
Aircraft which I can't actually see should be left 10 o'clock, about a mile and a half, 3,500 feet. Can you see anything there?
Negative, not visible with the traffic, witness to simple things.
Thank you. Golf India Foxtrot Newquay. Can you see my climbing aircraft to the southeast of you, about 2 miles, 1,000 below?
Looking.
Golf India Foxtrot, let me know when you're through my overhead, please. Can you see my airfield?
Very close to being over to your overhead now, yes sir.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I think you're well clear. Thank you for that. Golf India Charlie Whiskey Tango, Newquay, pass details. Best give Caldros a call, please. First on 134.055, they are active. Whiskey Tango, contact Caldros, 134.055.
Newquay Golf India Foxtrot, I'm directly over the threshold of your runway 30.
Golf India Foxtrot, thanks very much indeed for that. Delta Echo Romeo, Bravo Delta, good afternoon. Score 1733, pass details.
1733 is coming down, request to land at Newquay. I'm approaching from
Delta Bravo Delta, thank you. Information Foxtrot for the QNH is 1024. Report aerodrome in sight. You can expect a downwind left-hand join for runway 12.
Expecting left-hand downwind for runway 12 and Foxtrot is on board.
Delta Bravo Delta, thank you. Golf Echo Echo, no further altitude restriction for you, thank you for your cooperation.
Roger, I'll start my descent towards Perranporth.
Golf India Foxtrot, no further altitude restriction for you, report Perranporth inside.
We can actually see Perranporth from here, sir, and thank you for your help this afternoon.
Golf India Fox, thanks. Just stay with me for the moment, just while you clear the ATZ, and then I'll send you across.
Yes, thank you. Hey, sir.
Golf India Fox.
Golf India Foxtrot, yes?
Golf India Foxtrot, clear disregard.
Sorry, sir, again, please repeat.
Golf India Foxtrot, disregard. White Knight 22, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles reciprocal with me, coordinated below.
That's permission, window.
Tamar 8, traffic 12 o'clock, 3 miles reciprocal with me above climbing.
Unfortunately, Golf Hotel Tango, request wind check.
Golf Hotel Tango, 17010 knots. Golf Echo Echo, squawk conspicuity.
Squawk clear, that's Roger.
Golf Echo Echo, continue with Perranporth 119.755, bye-bye.
Perranporth 119.755. Thanks for the service. Good day, sir. Perranporth Radio, good afternoon. This is Golf Echo November Echo Echo. Do you read over?
Echo Echo, this is Golf Yankee Papa on the ground at the moment. Pressure message.
Yeah, formation of 2 shadow aircraft inbound to you. We've just crossed over Newquay and now on a descent. I request any airfield information you could give us.
If you shadow microlight, you might find the 19 graph is better for you. The bigger planes are using 09, and we've got a QFE of 1010.
QFE of 1010 and suggest the grass runway. Roger, appreciate it.
Well, that was confusing because it doesn't seem to be a runway 19 on the chart, but he told us it was there, so we're looking.
Same reindeer, would you like me to wait here for you?
Then come through, yes, and get past, can you, or not?
Yeah, affirmative, I'll come through.
South of the field, I have you visual.
This is Golf India Foxtrot, I have neither of you visual.
Overhead Perranporth, visual with the aircraft climbing out. We're doing a right-hand circuit for runway 19.
Golf India Foxtrot, 2,400 feet south of the airfield, beginning the descent. I have no aircraft in sight any longer.
tight circuit, because you can see that surface to 1400 feet area was firing missiles and flares up to 1400 feet. We'd spoken to them and they were active, so we had to do a very tight circuit almost within the boundary of the airfield.
Perranporth, Golf Indy Foxtrot, now visual with Golf November Echo Echo.
November Echo Echo, right base, runway 19, Perranporth. Golf Yankee Papa, departing the circuit to the north, changing frequencies to Nuki on 133.405. Echo Echo, turning finals, runway 19, Perranporth. Yep, down safely.
Any sync or turbulence on the way in?
Smooth as.
Thank you. Golf Indy Foxtrot.
Echo Echo, backtracking runway 09. 27.
So here we are, arrived at Perranporth, another Second World War airfield, built in 1941, operated to 1946, mainly with Spitfire squadrons to protect the western approaches. And this was a taxi I took all the way around and parked by the control tower. So here's Phil arriving. When you took off, I thought you had an apple in your mouth. I didn't realise it was a foam cover. Good flight.
1 second, yeah, very.
There we go. You're on camera.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
I'm about to go and take a picture of us all set up.
Yep. Got it all there.
Hello.
I'll make you a star yet.
Yeah.
So this is how convenient it was for us where we parked. Walked down into the village of St. Asaph and went to a pub for a meal. It was very noisy in there and people smoking outside. No problem. And we only need a few seconds.
Oh, do we?
In the valley, but it'll be just as if, oh gosh, look at them running down the hill there. Can you see them over there?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Crazy. Yes. Crazy. And they probably also ran up the hill.
Back at the airfield, it's a beautiful evening. A very hot day. It's starting to cool down a little bit in the evening, which is very welcome. And we were treated to a beautiful sunset. Beautiful quiet area. The sunset just got better and better as it's settled. That's St Agnes Down. Another aircraft joined us and camping overnight. They were down from Eshot in Northumberland. And I say, the sunset was beautiful. And stars came out, and before we knew it, it was another day. The sun was rising again. We decided to make an early start.
Well, it's morning time. I got to speak quietly because other people are sleeping. But it's a beautiful morning. The sun is a bit blinding at the moment, but the job that's got to be done is to get the bugs off the leading edge. But what a fantastic morning. Well, they say you get what you pay for, and here at Perranporth you really get what you pay for. You've got beautiful bathroom, and round here there's 2 shower rooms, but lovely clean showers. There's loads of places to hang coats up and that. Absolutely fantastic. And what a beautiful spot. So you definitely get what you pay for. Well, it's well worth it, well worth it.
So this is the route we're going to take. It's 120 miles straight up the North Devon coast. Phil got his engine running and there's a bit of trouble with his radio and I missed the takeoff, I'm sorry. And here we are passing Perranporth, joined up, speaking to Newquay because we're going to cross their extended centre line, 2,500 feet, and there's their extended centre line there. It was much quieter at this time of day. So we ran up the coast, beautifully still, fantastic visibility. That's St Evell, disused airfield, Trevose Head, and round the corner of Trevose Head is this rather peculiarly named Mother Ivy's Bay. Looks beautiful though. Then we came up past Padstow and the Camel Estuary. Just can't see Holseth. Then we came up to Tintagel, the alleged home of King Arthur. And then we're approaching Bude. You can see the golf ball radar domes. We'd agreed that this was the part where we're going to part company. Bill was going to head back to Western Zoyland, maintaining about that height, and I was going to climb up and go across the Bristol Channel back to South Wales. I climbed a bit higher. There's Appledore, coming up towards Barnstable area. You can see from here right across to South Wales already. See it in the distance there. It was such a clear morning. There's RAF Chivener, or disused RAF Chivener. That was the route we took. And this is Coombe Mountain, again climbing up. At this point there's up to about 7,000 feet. There's 23 miles to cross, the same as the English Channel. Again went over Linton, 7,000 feet. Not often you can get that high. I'm squawking 7,000 at that point, but then changed to 3636, so Cardiff know that I'm listening to them. And now if you look at the glide to surface, that's the blue and black line. Before I left the coast, it was nearly across. That's looking at the whole Gower almost there. Ships at anchor and down towards Cardiff, and there you can see the glide to surface is touching both sides, and I was doing a steady descent right across the channel. Almost home. That's the home patch. Last field, landing on runway 36. So if you've listened all the way to the end, I really appreciate that. If you want to make a comment of that, be interested to hear what you have to say. Thank you very much, and thanks again for watching all the way to the end.